here. These well, on the left side too, you can create macros. Macros are kind of like automatic tasks, give you like automation. Okay, if you do something, you know, do the same thing over and over again with Excel, you can use a macro to solve the problem. Message box is kind of like a pop-up box, you know, boom box for interactive kind of application. Workbook, worksheet object, they're generally referred as objects, you know. In object-oriented programming, as object can be it can be small or it can be a little bit big, like a worksheet. Or that's how it's programming. You know, it's one of the programming style. So Excel, you know, you can think of as different type of objects within the Excel, I should say. So range of objects and variables. What are the variables? The variables kind of you know, you name something that stands for something. So the variables are used in programming languages a lot. Just kind of you make up a name that stands for another, like a values or that sort of things, called variables. And the conditions, these are kind of typical programming features. Variables, if-then condition, loop. What's a loop? Loop is something that go again. You know, typically what happens is if you have a programming language or programming program, it goes from the top down. But you can control such a way that if you go certain here, then it starts come back here. So you can control like how many times to kind of go through the loop. Yeah, 10 times, 100 times, whatever. So if you write a program from top down, you can make a loop, that sort of thing. Macro, again, macro, string manipulation, date and time, the events, kind of another object-oriented stuff. Array, these are another programming stuff. Functions, application of ActiveX. ActiveX for like buttons and all this stuff. Forms. So anyway, all these you can do with Visual Basic Access. Okay. So anyway, for the homework assignment, we're dealing with what are we dealing with? Actually, we are dealing with the buttons, right? So if you take a look at this assignment, we are making a button and then to do a particular task. So in order to do this homework assignment, you need to use Visual Basic and create this button. So to do that, you need a developer tab. Okay, let me show you how to do that. So click on create a macro, and then it will show you how to create turn the developer tab on. Okay, so you need the developer tab. So to do this, right click anywhere on the ribbon and then click customize the ribbon. Okay, what does that mean? Right click on anywhere on the ribbon. So, you know, on the ribbon, just right click a mouse. So let me show you how to do this. So anywhere here, right click a mouse, and then you just add ribbon. Okay, ribbon, which one is it? It says customize the ribbon. Okay, customize ribbon. So customize ribbon. This must be it. Customize the ribbon. Right. And then you get this menu. And then it says right here, you get this box. You need to click this button here. Okay, developer. So you need that, which is the what? This one here, 개발 도구. That's developer, right? Okay. So you need that. So once you have that, you say okay. Okay. So now I have a developer tool. Okay. Now how do I know? Well, you will see this button here, developer. So I should have this button here, developer. Okay, so I have that. Click on this and you get this macro stuff, Visual Basic Access, and all the code behind it. You can have a full control over it. Okay, so let me show you how to create a button. Insert. Okay, design mode. You can create a button. Button 1. Right click a mouse. Right click a command button 1. Right click a command button 1. And then you modify the these stuff, but in order to assign a button, you gotta assign the button first. You do this part here, insert this guy. Okay, no problem, right? So find the insert button right here, and then this guy here, right here, small guy. Okay, this guy here. Okay, and then you just use your mouse, go like that. Okay, so new button, and then you say okay, must be a new one, so must be a new one. Okay, so it automatically puts a button here. Now you have this problem here. You need to modify this. Actually, you need to modify two things. You need to modify the name of the button, something meaningful. Also, you need to modify the code so it does the average. Okay, once you have the button, that's not the end of it, right? So let's continue. So that's assign. Now next step is you assign a macro, view the code. Okay, so let's do that step. So you click on it and then view the code. So you get into actually design mode or code bogey, which is view the code. Okay, so actually there's nothing in this code behind it. Okay, so let's follow the direction. So there's nothing in it, so we're gonna put something in it, like a range, something, whatever the cell, the value equals. That's to give a message. What if we want to just look at calculate an average? So so how can we solve this problem? Something like this. I made a kind of similar problem like this. So, but you know, so next thing is we have to modify the button name. That's one thing. Another thing you have to do is, you have to write the code to add these numbers together, right? Okay, that's just the example. Show you how to do that. The Excel easy. No, not really. If you look at this, yeah, this one puts the numbers in A1 block and the message to hello, but it doesn't show you how to do that, right? It doesn't. If you look around, I looked around, it doesn't directly show you how to do this. So a lot of times you have to search the internet to look for a solution. Okay, so I found this site. This site shows you how to put the add numbers together, basically. In design mode, this site here, Excel form, I'll post this site for you. So to add numbers together, it says, in the design mode, put this code in there. Basically what it's doing is kind of similar, using the range, the value, but instead we use sum and then put the range this way, okay, and then application dot. So that's another Visual Basic access feature. We're not gonna get into too much details about these, but this just shows you how to take the sum functions from regular sum function Excel, but it's a little bit different, right? So that's just how it works. Okay, it puts the application, the sum, and then puts it in there. Okay, so we can do that. This is similar stuff, right? Now this is just the comments, so this doesn't matter. All right, so we can just copy this and then modify this code. Modify this code. Click on the design mode, and then the best thing to do is click on the design mode and then right click a mouse, place your mouse here, and then right click a mouse, and then look at the code. Okay, so that's the code, which has the button. Now so this actually, I tried this doesn't work, so I'm gonna modify this button here, put that code in there. So go back to this solution here. So actually this middle button right here, middle line right here, and go back here and then put this code in there. Range sum. Now I have to make sure this is correct, so let me go back to the cell C6 to E6, and then I want to put it like maybe here, E7. Okay, C6 to E6, and then put it maybe E7. Okay, C6 to E6. Alright, so that's once you are done, and then just click on the Excel again. Alright, just get out of the design mode again, click on something else, and then click on the button, and then oh yeah, E7. Well, anyway, so you add it up. Okay, so that code works. Now the next step is change the name of this button. Alright, so that's another task. So there are a couple ways to do it, but one way to do it is again, click on the design mode, and then right click a mouse. Now and then you just click on the edit 편집, okay, and then I'm gonna rename it as, like, you know, add numbers. And then once it's done, I'm gonna just get out of design mode again. Gotta make sure you click again to get out of design mode. Right, so this, every time when you add this button, click on this button, this will add it up. So I'm gonna delete this, I'm gonna click on this. Alright, so it works good. So you now, for the median function, for the homework assignment, you just have to use the median function. Okay, so a lot of times, you know, you have to look for a solution. I did a search on the internet and looked up the solution. So, you know, the tutorial give you some stuff which is useful, but it doesn't really solve the problem. Okay, that particular problem. So I'll post this solution for you. Not the homework assignment solution, but the like adding numbers together, okay, which I think will be a tip to solving that homework assignment problem. Okay, let's look at a little bit more about the Visual Basic Access. Okay, this tutorial also give you